Had multiple run-ins with Hatman in my childhood. Be me. Around 5-6 years old. Bedroom has no doors. At night I look into black space in the dark house. Every night I hear voices of people from the wall. Almost like the wall is speaking. One night, Mom is taking a shower. See short-looking creature wearing a leather jacket walk into bathroom. Creature walks out. Blood from the bottom of the bathroom door. So I believe that one night was the first dream that felt very real to me as a child. Another night, dreaming away. See creature once more. Names himself as Jace. Meet these creatures' parents. Two blue rock creatures with glowing red eyes. Another night. See Jace once again. This time I'm inside a barn. This barn never ends and keeps going and going. Infinite barns. Jace chases me through the barns. Eventually land in a pile of hay. Wake up. Another dream. Encounter Jace at my church. I hide behind a car outside the church. Run into the church after being chased by Jace. Eventually go into church basement. Encounter bank teller lady from parents' bank. She gives me a tablet. Jace pops up once more. I smash the tablet onto Jace's head. Run up church stairs. Wake up. Jace never seen again in dreams. Well, that was my childhood dream creature story. Today I want to tell you guys about the Light Man. I know it sounds made up and you can believe me or not whatever, but what I say now is 100% real and shit scared me to my core. I really mean this. It is no made up bees story to scare people. I really experienced this when I was a kid. Be me. Be around 10 or 11. Be living in Bosnia and Herzegovina or BiH for short. Grew up in small village. One night me and bro chillin'. He is 1 year older. We are chillin' with some video. I remember it was that shitty VVA game that released on Facebook. It was on a old ass laptop. After some time I get mad because he doesn't want to let me play as well. We get into a argument where I storm out of my uncle's house. We lived there because poor and uncle was a drunk 24/7 loner. Had these huge stairs that came up to the main door of the house and my bike was below them. Grab bike in anger at night and just go biking through the village. As I bike like 5 min later see a light far away. Pic sorta related. It is a pic from my village but not the spot where it happened. The light was around the same distance. Confused now. Think to myself as a kid it's too late for the dude to be out. Small village so who it is. For some reason just stand there and watch the light like a dumbass. Weird for the guy to be out, must have heard a noise. Or is checking that his chickens are okay. As the light goes its normal way all of a fucking sudden from the distance it spins to look at me. Kinda shocked. After it spots me it just starts running down the mountain towards me. I shit myself of fear and like a dumbass. Get off my bike to turn it 180 to bike it back home. As I do so just when I start to give it all I have. Motherfucker is behind me, help. I come home, throw the bike on the grass and just run in. Bro is confused and I ramble about the light following me. I go into the kitchen to grab a knife to defend myself. Point 1. Be me. Lurk local bored. Wake up one day with a desire for a fox girl. Learn of Shinto, ask Inari for a fox wife. Crickets. Ask Tamama for a fox wife. Crickets. Despite that, never cease to stop asking her, even though I usually am prone to lose motivation and rarely put this much effort into project that gives no results. Make a simple altar where I offer her some steak and tofu occasionally. Fast forward couple of months, get an ever-increasing desire to do a proper altar, so I do that, buy candles, good-looking cloth, table, casket, draw a sigil and worship her daily and give her food offerings. Get a response on the first day where I had a visage of her as a white fox with red stripes. Keep worshipping for a couple of months for no benefit. Whenever I think of her I feel intense bliss to the point of tears, and I think of her constantly throughout my daily life. Get ever-increasing desire to offer my blood. Get scared, disassemble altar, burn and eat a sigil on a whim, try to cut ties. For several months feel intense disgust ever thinking of worshipping her again. Until it stops and I am back again feeling bliss when considering to return back to worshipping her. Rebuild an altar, make a small cut and squeeze several droplets of my blood to redraw a sigil out of it. Nope, still feel intense desire to offer more. Cut myself couple of times more. Nope, not enough. Not napenep nope. Burn a sigil, eat it, disassemble altar. This time desire to worship her never ceased, I am thinking of her every day. Try to distract myself with some literature, find tamamo everywhere. Blood must offer blood. I've got a few short ones about UFO sightings. There was a lot of activity from 2015, 2018 and onward where I live. I'll start with the earliest one I can remember. Be me, degenerate high school stoner in 2015. Live in weird spot, big city in one direction and empty mountainous desert in the opposite. Neighborhood is quite literally across the street from a mountain with a park built right at the base. One night hanging with good friend, we'll just call him bro. Wander off to park with bro so we can smoke. Find a good spot, put on some metal and bullshit about life while smoking a few bowls. Some time passes and we begin to pack up and wander back home. Bro sees something glowing in the night sky above us as we walk. Look up and see glowing orange orb. Moving upward in a slow, subtle serpentine motion, leaving a dissipating trail behind as it moves. What the fuck? Speg. Bro and I debate on what it is, throwing suggestions out like flare or missile, shit like that. Object suddenly comes to a dead stop, the trail slowly disappears as it sits still. Looks like pick related. Some time passes, me and bro just stand in the street watching it hover like the big dipshits we are. Suddenly the orange light goes out, like someone flipped a switch. Can still barely see it, not sure what kind of shape it was exactly but noticed something like panels with little dim lights flashing in reverb colors. Bro and I stand in silence, fixated on this thing. Eventually hear the whirring of helicopter blades, 5 maybe 7 helicopters fly over and form a circular formation around the object. Helicopters and object start moving in tandem, watch them quietly fly over the city and far into the darkness. Bro is just kind of standing there in awe, my stoned teenage brain is going apeshit with different thoughts all at once. Me and bro decide we're too high for this bullshit and head back home. I have more stories about these things, one that includes a video if anyone is interested. Greater than be me amateur geologist. Live in the middle of nowhere. Find an old mining claim with decent copper ore. Pics attached. Old man by the mine is really friendly. I have had 2 different extremely vivid dreams about finding buried treasure. Dream sharp one is near where I live. Off the road near a steep creek bed between the property of a house and a trailer site. Haven't met either of these property owners. Dream sharp 2 is a small island near the city where I grew up. Lots of people claim they can dream of the future and swear it has happened to me before, but it's difficult to prove without an extensive dream journal. You would need something really specific too, like dreaming of something large scale and specific. It's easy to have a wartime dream, then see war on the news and have déjà vu and going, I dreamed of it. But, of course, that isn't proof of anything. Any advice for what to do with this ore? Break it up in gold sluice? Sell the whole thing? Throw them away? If there are any old boomers on here who have done this before, I would really appreciate a hard push in the right direction. I'm not saying my dreams are real, but they were uncharacteristically realistic and I've had lots of lucid dreams. Could you imagine if I actually found a treasure chest and posted it here? My luck, both treasures would be on private property. Not even sure how to move forward. Try to meet the guy in the trailer. I've literally never seen him before and I found a bubble pipe in the woods by there, so that might be a no-go zone. GPA. And how would I even explain it to him unless he was very spiritual or something, or maybe religious? I also saw a really clear rainbow that ended exactly where the old mining claim is. I can take pictures if people want. It's up on a hill that's basically a cliffside and it's a cool spot. Not super paranormal. Be me, middle school. Don't do homework for a week. Do all my homework in 3 nights. Don't sleep, drink lots of coffee. Night 3, head dizzy so I sit on my living room couch. See dot. Dot gets bigger. Dot becomes a face. Chubby white kid with a propeller hat and freckles. Gross pale skin, almost like Deadpool but less gross. The eyes had red iris, the whites of the eyes were black. I didn't want to get my ass beat, my dad was asleep, but it spooked me good, the face didn't move, it looked like a picture almost, but I still kinda wish I said something to it. Greater than be me. Chosen one. Start suddenly getting the urge to jerk off to various pictures of the Internal Revenue Service building. Splooging all over myself to the idea of the dissolution of all 3-letter agencies. This continues for weeks until I get smart and use AI to help make my dreams come true. Edges for another whole week. Greater than AI generated 3-second GIFs of IRS buildings exploding now fill my hard drive. Pay $39.99 for a Warlock certification, real. Start imagining you casting splooge spells every time you edge. Profit? Idk. Kind of wimp shit, but here goes. Be me, like 7 years old. In my room, chilling. Old house in Farolina, little town that has a train nearby, but an old burned out church and several graveyards hidden in the woods, several more not so hidden. When we moved there, took the wrong turn and happened across one after 15 minutes of driving, one was across the street from my school, etc. Look at my curtains. See the shadow of a woman walking past. Freaked the fuck out, no idea why thinking back. Wasn't mom, wasn't anyone we knew. Still weird around windows, especially at night, to this day. Miss that place though. Need to go back sometime. Literally my first time ever writing a green text, so here goes. Be me. Be like 8 or something. Sleeping in my bed when I wake up in the middle of the night. Look around my room and see this child, looks about my age, possibly younger, wearing Victorian clothing. He's kind of a pale blue collar. He's just standing there until he turns to look at me. See, he has no eyes, only black voids. Slowly fades into nothing. Think what the fuck, and eventually go back to sleep.